All right. We are now live. Just have to quickly get a few things in order. So we have to find the link to my stream so we can get this all squared away. Announcements. Did I not copy it? Hello? Question mark? Question mark? There we go. Yes. Alright. We're just waiting for a couple things. I think a couple people are still waiting to show up here. So yeah, but this match will be pretty good, I presume. Looks like we are gonna have some good competition here. A lot of good teamwork that will be coming from the team GoogleSlides. Unfortunately, I think in their last match they did suffer from almost losing the whole match because they were unfortunately unable to follow all the rules in one of the games, unfortunately. So it becomes very important that you make sure you're always checking the rules documents and the weapon bans, because the weapon bans do change sometimes depending on what guns are being used. But one thing I'm not sure about is the PP-19. All right, so we're gonna have the Bison banned for right now. One-sided match of all time. It's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Looks like we do now have all the players within the match. So hopefully soon here we'll be getting started and able to continue with the match. I definitely do think this game will be a little bit one-sided. There's a lot of skill on the FrogClan team here. We have Snipe, 7 KD, Anicetus, 8 KD, Coffin, 12 KD, Goko, 11 KD, Yui, 7 KD. I mean, there's a lot of skill on this team. But then we do have some players who are a little bit more underground, like Selly here. Selly here is only 7 KD, but still makes a good difference. Risen, we've seen him for a couple years now. He's been here for a while, so we're excited to see what he can do. Stingy here, he's pretty solid. Etoxia, again, really solid, 5 KD. Alright, looks like we're going to be starting out here. We're going to spectate Goko starting out. Looks like he is going a little bit away from the rest of his team here. Oh, no, my mistake. They're fighting the people that I can see. Looks like he's going to be pushing in here, trying to find some connection onto some quick little peeks there. Hits Risen a little bit, finds Nerdy, good pick. Using the walls there. He's kind of in a tough spot here, trying to get one. He gets the trade off, but unfortunately dies. Let's hop right here to Coffin. Coffin's running the AK. And so he's going to find Stingy, push back out, kind of assess what's going on. Looks like the GoogleSlides team is playing a lot of middle right now. And Coffin here is unfortunately going to be met with the entire team spawning on top of him. We'll go over to the Detoxia side here. Looks like he's running the MP5, I believe. Not 100% sure. No, it's the MP7. He's going to try to get some hits onto whoever that is. I can't tell. One's going to push up, but unfortunately could not get any of them. And looks like Detoxia is going to be going onto the flank here. He's going to be met with one, finds him, and gets flanked from a spawn. Unfortunately, some of those spawns, you can't really do too much about that. They spawn 6 meters behind you, and there's only so much you can do in that situation. We'll swap over here to NECs. NECs going in on the Chris Vector. Trying to find something here, but unfortunately he's put in a tough spot and gets picked off from the side. We'll swap over here to Selly. Selly is running the UMP. Gotta make sure. It looks like 9mm. It sounds like 9mm. Not sure what's going on here. Yes, that is. Into unfortunately, that is something that it's gonna happen. You know, unfortunately, sometimes people, it's in the details there. You have to be sure that every gun possibility that you're using is allowed. Looks like Nerdy's here, gonna be on the Blue Diamond PP2K. I really do think that the PP2K is kind of a sleeper gun. I feel like it doesn't really get too much light here. I think a lot of people really just don't appreciate it for what it is. It's, you know, literally it's really small. Not many people use it. But looks like he's gonna almost be able to find Goku, but unfortunately was not able to do that. I'm gonna swap over here to Snipe. Snipe is on the Scorpion Evo. Unfortunately dies as soon as we spawn to him. Let's go to Risen here. Risen here is on the FMG9 again, just like the PP2K. The FMG9 is such a sleeper. Everybody kind of sleeps on it. There's nothing really, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that good, but when you use it, you realize its damage and its accuracy, not only with the the hip fire, but also the ADS. There's little to no recoil, and it becomes very easy, especially on close quarters maps like this, to find people easily and just pick them off with a lot of easy damage. And I think Risen here is doing a really good job there. As you can see, just a lot of hit markers there. That's probably half of someone's health, probably even more. We're over here back to Yui. Yui here is running the MP7, getting some nice damage there on Risen. Finds Risen. Can he get another? Unfortunately, he couldn't, but his teammate's there to clutch up for him. Looks like they're just kind of holding the outside mid here, trying to find some people. Finds one. He's going to be met with some contest from middle hallway there. Looks like it's down, though. And looks like they are about to be met with the entire team coming out of the spawn, and he gets a little bit too greedy there and unfortunately dies in the crossfire. Swap over here to back to Detoxia, also running the MP7, finds one, gets two. Can he get the third? He's in a nice little gunfight here. Gets some nice damage there onto Goku, but unfortunately there was two of them then, and he could not produce. Is it? What do you mean? What do you mean the document says it's unbanned? You got one for it. 9mm UMP is banned. Says it right there. 9mm, 22 LR, both banned. We'll swap over to back to Goku. Goku is on top. Looks like he's still running the AUG. Yes, that's the AUG. Some nice headshots there. Finds Risen. Looks like the other one ran away. Unfortunately, could not find him. Do a little scoreboard check here. Looks like it is, unfortunately, a little bit of a landslide here with the FrogClan team really kind of dominating the whole game here. Uzi? Wait, did I read it wrong? Oh, I did read it wrong. That's on me. That's on me. That's unfortunate. How do you spell dyslexic? Dyslexic. Does that look right? Yes. I took a quick glance, looked at it, and read the wrong one. Back over here to Selly. Back to zero warnings. That's on me again. My unfortunate. That's me. Now that we're talking about it, though, I do feel like the UMP on 9mm really is nothing really special. There's not really anything too great about it. It's a little bit higher of a fire rate, but I just feel like the damage drop off of the 45 ACP to, or the 45 caliber, I should say, off down to 9mm. I just feel like it's just a little bit of a downgrade in some ways, because the 45 caliber it's already that good, and you don't even I think it personally does a little bit better damage, and it doesn't take up another utility or attachment slot, so you can allow to have better attachments. And the UMP is also one of the guns that you can utilize a lot of mobility on. It's one of the only guns that you can get to 110 mobility, which is the max mobility you can get in the game. So I feel like it could be a lot better utilized without the 9mm. Let's go over here to Anicius. Anicius is really just kind of holding down mid here, getting some nice peeks and good connection onto their team here. Looks like he's still gonna be met with one. He finds him. There's two. Can he keep going and find another? Now he's in a tough spot here. It's enemies on both sides of him. They don't know where he's at. Finds Nerdy, because he's gonna be able to push in here, but Vitoxia was ready for him and was just waiting there for him to just peek up and get blasted out of the air. That's one thing that really makes a difference. If you understand what is happening, you can make call outs to your teammates and really change the game, which I know seems pretty self-explanatory, you know, call outs, but I think sometimes call outs are a little bit overlooked sometimes. It makes sense, hey, this guy's coming from the left, but if you don't know specific call outs, like right now, these guys are pushing up to hallway. Hallway is that horizontal here. Now NECs is in connector. Now he's in spawn. Sometimes some things are respective to where you are and where your spawn is, but for the most part, it's all the same. Looks like he's gonna be met here with the entire team, but he has backup from his teammates. One thing the FrogClan does really well is pushing in and just absolutely bombarding the enemy with pressure. You know, NECs really could have gone in there alone, but now that he sees his teammate Goku is pushing, now him and his other teammate are both pushing in to try to get some kills there. Let's swap over to Risen. Risen is still running the FMG9. He's going to be able to find Coffin. Coffin didn't even get a shot off onto him. So he's just going to be kind of sitting here, waiting here. He's in a little bit of a tough spot. Looks like there's enemies inside of hallway there. Finds Yui. Didn't know he was there. Escapes Goku, but unfortunately did not have enough ammo to be able to track him perfectly. We're going to swap over here to Stingy. Or Stingy. Whatever you want to call it. Looks like he's going to try to push onto Coffin there, but unfortunately Coffin is just something else. He really skyrocketed in skill in the course of just a few months, and he's really turned into something that people really have to look out for. Looks like Stingy's going to be able to find Anicetus, push back here, but unfortunately gets caught out in the open. And I think right there, what he could have done a little bit better was make sure that there is nobody out there. As soon as he pushed out before looking to see, I would have stopped at the box, made sure that no one was out there, and then started pushing out to the spawn. Looks like he's going to be taking a little bit more of a passive route here, sitting inside of that room. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that in a competitive match. It's really just not a good spot to be in. Here's a really good time to push in and be really decisive. Looks like he's going to find Snipe, but unfortunately was in the middle of reloading when he pushed back out. We'll swap over here to Nerdy. Nerdy is still running the PP2K. Looks like the FrogClan team is now on their push. They get all three of them. And now all four. And I think the fifth already died. That's a very nice team wipe from them. Really good stuff from their team. Yui here, going in on the MP7 still. He's gonna just kind of be waiting here, kind of seeing what's happening. He knows that their team will be bunched up and will be really one-dimensional, really sticking together, making sure that they don't get picked off one by one. And that's what he sees here. He's met with 4 enemy players over there. He's going to get some nice connection there onto one, but unfortunately could not find enough onto the other players. We'll go Snipe here. Snipe is still using the Scorpion Evo and really just kind of gets beamed out of nowhere from the enemy team. Really had a really good angle there. Could barely see him from the angle, but I think maybe his arm was maybe clipping through, which is somewhat of a problem in the game right now, because sometimes you can be just kind of chilling somewhere and then all of a sudden your arm is poking through the wall and now you're dead. So he's kind of sandwiched here, not really knowing what to do. Finds Nerdy. Looks like he's gonna be able to meet up with NECs here, be on the flank, and looks like the GoogleSlides team is still heavily pushed out on this outside here. Looks like they are starting to pick them off here. Some nice damage onto Risen, and it kills Detoxia, and now they have finally pushed them out of that spot. Looks like he's going to be finding some good connection here onto their teammates. And good. Oh, I clicked on his profile. Oops. Goko here. Still in the AUG. Looks like the three of them here are going to be pushing in all together. They're really moving as one unit here, making sure that they all are on the same page. Not one person pushing in on their own. Looks like Goko here is going to be going on a little bit of a flank here. Going to be able to find a little bit of connection onto one. Unfortunately, they were smart enough to push back into Blue House now. So he's going to be able to find a lot of connection onto one guy there. Fortunately, couldn't get the kill. Met with some contention here. Gets Risen. And looks at his teammates here. Coffin here on the double kill. Same with Anicetus. Gonna be finding Risen. Risen's dead. Be sliding behind Selly. And I believe very soon here, the match will be over, judging by the deaths. Should be nearing the end of the match here. Swap over to Coffin here. On the ARX now, finding some really nice hits onto Selly, ultimately picking him off there. He's going to go on a little bit of a flank here, meet up with his teammate Snipe. He's going to super jump in, find one, realize that it's not going to be able to push. And the rest of his teammates are all pushing up here. And that was, again, a really nice team wipe. And there we have the first match going to Team FrogClan. Very nice here. Goku dropping 100, or sorry, my apologies, 90 kills, 10 off of 100. Very good stuff from this team here. Looks like we're going to be playing Arena now. I do love that in the past 2 games, I have failed to read the rules correctly and given out false warnings to people. Actually, no, the last game, I couldn't realize the fact that 2 players were on 2 different teams using the same gun. Somehow that didn't click in my head. And then this game, I just looked at the wrong gun. So we're doing Arena Koth. Uh-oh. We might be having an issue here. We might be having an issue here. Hold please while we figure this out. All right. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, we had some issue with Roblox there. Yeah, but where's my stream? There it is. All right, back now. It was a little bit spotty here. We had to rejoin a couple times to get in, so I think we're still waiting on a few players to get lucky and be able to rejoin. So while we wait, though, I do think that that match was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. It really was not what I was expecting at all. Really thought it was going to be 100% one-sided towards the FrogClan side, but they actually did a really good job, GoogleSlides, in battling that and not making it an easy win for them. Man, that had me scared for a second. I thought it happened again. But again, for the second match, we will be playing on Arena Koth. Why is everybody saying BBNB? What does that mean? If we could we try to keep the chat to English, please? English only, please. Thank you. All right, looks like we are about ready here. Predictions for who takes first place, second place, and third place? Well, I definitely think first place is going to be Femboy Fraggers. Second place is definitely going to be FrogClan. And third place, I'm not sure. Mostly because I'm not even sure we will have a third place match. It all really depends on what we want to do. Looks like Team FrogClan here is going to get an early capture onto the point here and really just play tunnels here. I think a lot of times what people do is after they capture the hill, they'll kind of disperse everywhere and kind of leave the hill, but a lot of times it's actually really good to be there and really just kind of hold down the hill inside of tunnels there. It really makes a big difference here. Looks like Stingy here is now on the PB2K. Looking nice. Looks like Nerdy is on the FMG9. And Risen is on the Allgate 2. Unfortunately there, while he was low, he would be Well, I think to answer your question there, or to respond to your thing there, Femboy versus FrogClan will be very close. Could go to any team in your opinion. Yeah, I do think in some ways that is correct. Um, I do think that both teams are decently matched. I do think though that the Femboy Fraggers team really kind of capitalizes in the depth of their team. You know, they have Vixen, the best player in the game. They have QT Pure, close second in the game. We have Knock. Knock is a long time old bad business player, really good on peaks and aiming. We have Xylic. Xylic is something else. I mean, he's crazy. And they have Uber, probably the best knife main in the game, because he can do really well on knives and then also really well on what's it called, guns. So I definitely think the depth of Femboy Fraggers is a lot better than FrogClan. Looks like the GoogleSlides team has now been able to capture the objective here. We're going to go on to Coffin here. Coffin here kind of running around, trying to get some ground here, get some nice picks here. Finds Selly. Looks like he'll probably drop down soon here to get a better angle. Looks like his teammates are going to be met with some contention here on the hill. Unfortunately, I can't see how many there are. Looks like they have captured the hill back. Looks like this match is a lot more evenly matched. I definitely feel like the the GoogleSlides team is definitely doing a lot better of a job coming back and being able to what's it called? Capture the hill and overall play together as a really good team. And Coffin here is really just kind of sticking to the side here, really just kind of holding it down and not letting anything go past him without contestation. Looks like he's going to get some nice little hits there onto some guys. Looks like from up on spawn ramp there, he's going to get some hits in. He's getting a nice assist here. It looks like the rest of their team is all pushing tunnels in the hill right now. That's going to be quite an easy hold there for the FrogClan team. All they have to do is sit down there and just kind of watch for it and see what happens. Looks like Selly here is on the side of the map here, and unfortunately was not able to take down Goku here. Goku here should be on the Ares Strike here. Definitely a gun that I did not think would be seeing used at all. He's using the 100 round on it. Really definitely just a good idea here. It looks like the team strategy here from FrogClan is honestly just exceptional. They really are doing a really good job at finding somebody to be at each spot here. Goku here is on the side, making sure to lock down anything that he sees, any movement that goes on inside of the hill there. And if he misses something, he should have Goku, or I'm sorry, Coffin on the other side of the spawn to be able to lock it down and capture anything. Looks like we had 3 players spawn at the exact same spot. This is why we love bad business spawns. 3 people spawning at the same exact spot. This is going to make for a really easy triple pick off here, most likely. There's 2 down. Looks like there's only 1 left here. Goku just has to find connection and get Selly. Gonna be able to get some nice connection onto Detoxia. And again, from this spot, he just sprays down into hill, and they have nothing to do against it. I definitely would like to see if we could potentially maybe get a second recap from the Google Slides team, but now with Goku on the Air Strike, I don't think it has a very high probability of happening. Looks like Yui here is on the inside here. Looks like he's running the FMG9? No, the G36. This is a gun that I really don't think gets a lot of light. I don't think people really use it that often. People don't really pay any attention to it. I really just don't think people like it too much. Looks like we might be nearing the end of the match, and there we have it. That is match number 9. We have FrogClan taking the match. And that was a very nice match there. But yeah, I do think that was a good display of what we want to do. Well, we have about 20 minutes before the next match. And yeah, so we'll be signing out here. Be sure to join in for the next match. P.S. Zylic Bad Business is playing in the next match. That will be in 20 minutes from right now. Yeah, so make sure to tune back in. I'll ping everybody again, and we will let that happen. So I will see you guys in 20 minutes for the next match. Femboy Fraggers versus Monkeys, I believe. Not sure. Stay tuned.